We are opening up our track and field season on Saturday at Iowa. We're going to run an indoor meet over at the University of Iowa, and we're excited. We're not taking a full squad, but we are taking a large number of athletes over there, and we're expecting to have some good results. Hopefully the athletes returned fit and ready to go. You know, we had a Christmas break there where they're gone for 3 weeks on their own, but each event coach sent their athletes home with their marching orders, and hopefully they've come back ready to go. I think the team's pretty hungry and excited. The fall training went very well with our track and field athletes as far as sprints, jumps, hurdles, throws, multis. Cross country, we had a successful cross country season, and now we're going to try to bring them all together with our 2012 indoor season kicking off. And we do have high expectations. Overall, the schedule is very competitive. Iowa, followed by the the Gladstein Invitational, hosted by the University of Indiana, over in Bloomington, and that'll be a great meet as well. We'll follow that up with the Chicago Duels here in the city, down at the University of Chicago, and then we'll have a large invitational, the Mayo Invitational, hosted by Notre Dame, over in South Bend. And then we go to a split weekend where we'll have a few athletes at Iowa State University, and most of the team will go up to Grand Valley State University and compete. A couple of great facilities, so we expect some very, very good marks at those venues. Then we are back in Chicago at the Margaret Bradley Invitational, hosted by University of Chicago. And that'll be our last prep prior to the Horizon League Indoor, which will be hosted by Youngstown State University. And our goal, of course, is to battle for championships at the conference meet. So our job as coaches is to prepare the team week by week with this schedule and through training to be ready for that. And that is our goal, is to battle well and try to bring home some hardware at those meets. As far as key contributors, like I said, the training's gone well. We're looking at, obviously, on the men's side, we've got a few distance runners that are very accomplished. Josh Stein, Ben Reifenberg, Danny Doherty, and a host of young guys who I think can step in and help us, and time will tell. The middle distance group, I think, has just done a tremendous job preparing. Coach Wakenight has them prepared, and they ran well. The ones that went down to the Illinois State opener in December looked really good. You know, you could tell the training was paying off and things were going very well. Declan Murray, who was very close to making the finals last year at the national championships, continues to train well and looks really good. Nolan Fine and Ned Brady are in that training group, and that entire group is doing very, very well. Bay Abbott, probably one of our big surprises of the fall, is Bay Abbott. Bay's done very well with the training program under Jason. Kevin Glastetter, freshman from here in the state of Illinois, will contribute in the sprints, the 400 specifically. We've got James McLaughlin returning in the jumps, one of the top long jumpers in the country, and we'll lean heavily on him at the conference championships. But we do have a few athletes who I feel have a shot at the national indoor championships, and that would be Declan and James for sure. If things go well, those guys can push for a spot in the national meet. But we'll expect them to help us at the Horizon League Championship in Youngstown. On the women's side, obviously, we've got a number of solid distance runners. From the fall, Gina Valgoy and Megan Janicek showed a lot of promise. Of course, Olivia Clark had a tremendous outdoor season, will help us lead the middle distance crew, along with Jen Bain. In the sprints, we've got a great freshman on the squad, Jade Kinney from Ohio, and she is training well and raced well at the first meet. We're excited about what she brings to the program. In the jumps and the multis, of course, Candace Carajon returns, and she's a conference champ. And I know she has some lofty goals for herself, and those goals are attainable. But collectively, you know, we've got a good group. Allison Scowney in the throws looks like a promising young thrower in that area. So overall, we're excited to see what we have and where we're at. I'm pleased with Bob and Pat and Jackie and Jason have all done a tremendous job preparing their respective athletes. So we're excited to get started.